Alright, let me know when you start. Alright guys, we are on day 1 of the league. This is the first game of the season. We are in the Tower Division. That's the lower division, with Phoenix Slayers and going against Goon Squad. I got Chubby Ninja here with me. I want to give it to Hawaii. I don't know. I think I want to give it to Hawaii. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think because his giddy up is very easy to interrupt with either one, with either the Hoi Sun or the Hoi Naka. And it's very easy to read. It's pretty hard to miss. I think that should be a lane where Cullen just blows in Osiris as long as he gets Bluestone. They might be looking for early invades. Or at least I would on that Osiris. Especially with a jungle like Rat. Hey, somebody just told me that they can't hear you. I don't know, apparently I'm talking to myself. Somebody just told me that they can't hear you. Apparently I'm talking to myself. See, we got a standard start across all these players. Nothing too out of the ordinary, so should be interesting. Got a mannequin on the Osiris.
Okay. Should be able to hear me now as well. Yeah, Mannequin Osiris, that's definitely different. Not really the.
Yeah, I'm curious as to. Yeah, I'm curious as to if he's got a plan of some kind, because I feel like he's gonna struggle with this blue Sunka Cullen. If I was Vasco Cullen, I would definitely be calling for blue invades with Rat.
Just I feel like you're just getting unlimited pressure there now.
Yeah.
I don't.
Maybe he's got a plan. You never know.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in looking at that. I mean, getting the early trade. They both used their blinks to get to lane faster. So Cyrus just might have gotten. He ticked over to level 2 first. And was just able to.
I can definitely help him get to lane faster. Clearing that buff a lot quicker. Yeah, but once the Cullen rages, he's just gonna command pressure in that lane. This is a blue Sun Hoi as well.
Yeah, rage.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. As soon as he transformed, he immediately got pressured, and I don't think he gives it back at this point. Without organic, this Cullen does not give that pressure back.
No, definitely not.
Without organic, this Cullen does not give that pressure back. There's the first spot coming out of Chiron on the Hoi.
Are you watching my Discord stream, or what are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess easy kill for the duo lane. They did use the upgraded Sunder out of the Ymir. That's a good pickup early. Especially if the other team's not expecting it or is not paying attention to the items. That amount of damage early. Especially with Ymir's passive as well.
That would be a high pressure lane with Ymir Chiron. That's a lot of damage early game.
So opposite to what we were
Team
thinking, the
looking for a gank here.
yeah, it looks like they're looking for the invade on this blue. Unless
Yeah, okay.
Smaga rotates over.
That's Rappies.
He is.
I don't know if they can keep invading here with the Baba Yaga rotating over. It is an early Baba. She's not going to do a whole lot of damage. They should be able to get out.
Merlin's coming in high.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this Miner should not be chasing at this point. Well, this is rough. Yeah, Karen's
Yeah.
got a second kill. This is rough. But Karen with the lead is very oppressive.
Getting the purple.
Karen with the lead. Yeah, this is pretty rough over here in this line. This is rough. But Karen with the lead is very oppressive. At this point, if Karen lands an auto attack and then hits him with a mark, it's going to do decent damage. Sell them and for more follow up damage. Oh, he's definitely going to need help to be relevant at this point. At this point, if Karen lands an auto attack and then hits him with a mark, it's going to do decent damage. Sell them and for more follow up damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're gonna be able to do to help. I mean, they did have pressure in solo side, so maybe send the jungler back over left. Next time they go for the purple invade, bring more people. You're gonna need your mid laner and your jungler there as well. I mean, Ymir still has it back, so they might be able to get something off with Ymir, but looks like they're not looking for it. He's out of mana with no boots, no nothing. Sunder's still down for 30.
I think he's trying to get one more wave. Three backs.
For nothing. Suki's rotating. He has ult up. This Ymir
That
should
was,
be free.
that was your vision. Yeah, this should be a kill. Yeah, that blinks up the clock is definitely a killer. And that should be a kill on the Charon as well. I don't know why he beat there. That was a definite kill no matter what. That's a good rotation out of the Suki.
Yeah, if anything, you're gonna want to ult there. So wasting your beads if you're just gonna die. Anyways.
I'm curious as to how this Osiris is getting pressure on this Cullen like this.
Kukulkan,
This Osiris is invading.
he doesn't have boots at all. Osiris has attack speed boots and that mannequin, so you can just stick to him.
Yeah.
But Rat coming to alleviate that pressure. They could look for this Osiris. Osiris doesn't have ult.
At least they were able to defend that buff. They really needed that for that Cullen. I think they're playing their own invade now. So he still has ult. He did not ult when he ganked left, so he still has ult. I think they're playing their own invade now. So he still has ult. He did not ult when he ganked left, so he still has ult. Cullen finally backing so he can finish his boots. Hopefully that'll help him get pressure again.
Sorry about that. They were saying there's an echo. I was trying to fix it. They're looking for a speed invade. Katsuki's back. Forcing ult.
Ymir can take most of that ult. Right, Ymir having a lot of health. It's not going to matter for that. That's a great Ymir wall. Missed the Glacial Strike, but it seems there for the follow-up.
Merlin damage. Baba Yaga turns it though.
Yeah, Baba damage. Jesus, that was a lot of damage.
Oh, right into
I think it caught Merlin by surprise. Is the Cyrus rotation. One of the benefits of having pressure in solo is you get to rotate to any team fights that happen near you.
So
I think Osiris just blinked to lane.
I mean, it's worth it if you're not going to use it on any engages that he just rotated. He might not be going back.
Yeah, because at this point, he's kind of been walking this Capellan down in lane, so. You might want to try an invade on this Osiris. But this Osiris is not back yet. He still only has his speed boots, and Rat is there with blue. Yeah, I would have definitely called for an invade on this Osiris because he hasn't backed yet. He's just gonna let him back there at a third health. Okay.
No objectives looked out so far. Both Scorpions up. Kind of just
Which is kind of surprising with Smatic and Osiris, who's got pressure. You would think they would prioritize that Scorpion.
Baba Yaga ult coming out.
I believe that was Ymir waving at the Baba Yaga ult. I mean the Sobek.
I mean, that's a pretty big part of her safety. They can definitely look to at least force speeds or something off a Sobek Blink pluck.
I'm not sure about this Suki's build path, but if he goes into Ansile, Ansile is a great counter to Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga cannot 3 if there's an Ansile near her. It immediately cancels it and takes the cooldown.
Or they got the
That's
kill,
a great
but
gank. I was like, an even better pluck.
Red able to turn it. 3v3 here.
There's a Suki ult coming out. Ymir not knowing what to do, so immediately ults. I like it.
Good wall to save him for just a little bit. Still gonna fall down to this ruin though. Baba Yaga has to.
That was not a worth trade for them. They dove a little too deep for that Osiris kill, and they ended up losing 3 for that.
Yeah, and I think if Baba Yaga had her ult from earlier when she kind of just used it in mid for free over nothing, she might be able to actually have a much bigger impact on that fight. Merlin looking to get this invade out.
They opted not to go for the Scorpion again after they break 3 of them. I would really be looking for these objectives with this commanding lead for getting. I think they've won almost every team fight, if not every team fight.
Yeah. Because, yeah, Red still has this XP lead that they're not really leveraging that well, and it's really the blue team looking at the other team's jungle as opposed to the team with a slight lead. Well, you know, jump. This could be big for Ymir. It's a good wall.
They did force full yield,
Yeah,
which would be a lot more relevant if they would go for the objectives.
Rat ulting in the air.
There's a Suki ult coming in. They're really trying to force ganks over here, and it's just not working. Yeah, they're just trying to force ganks by their tier 2. I mean, they're behind. They're forcing ganks at the enemy tier 2. I don't know when that ever works.
Yeah, blue team starting most of these fights, but it's not really going their way. The Tsukiyomi's level 12. He's huge.
There's the Thunder. That's the refreeze into the Thunder.
It was a good try, but it's not really worth it. Red team gonna gank Winged Hydra. He does get the tower though, and able to just back right out. I think finally looking for the Scorpion.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we win games.
Will be on the map here soon. I think it's what, about a minute, 30 seconds till Pyromancer's gonna spawn after that.
Yeah. And I do like this, the Fire Giant Scorpion, because this is where most of their pressure is. I mean, this entire right side has been kind of free for the red team.
Yeah, even though
It might
blue
be
has
probably
2
the threat to fire, but
towers, they have 2 towers, but they still don't have the gold lead. So if Red's able to group, which they're already reacting better to blue's pressure, if they're able to group and start after one of these fights, get an objective and maybe even a tower, they're looking better in the gold department and XP.
But anyway, they would go for the Scorpion here. They would probably be able to catch both spawns on the objectives. Suki coming in for the gank. Suki is rotating in. There he is. There's the blink.
Doesn't want to use the ultimate. Still able to get the kill. Ymir's over here about to get caught out.
And that's the one counter. That's one of the counters to the Ymir. Just pick Sobek. If you land a pluck, he really has no option. I would have loved to see a wing blade out of this Ymir. If he had a wing blade there, he would have definitely made it out.
Yeah, going the Stone of Binding, it allows you a little bit more aggression, but he already prioritized, you know, an early upgraded Sunder, so he's putting himself less and less tanky. Benevolence doesn't really give you any protections either.
Rat picking up a kill on Osiris, so that's pretty good. That's pretty big. That is Pyro and Red Team Florida. Oh, and I didn't even see that. They got the Scorpion on the left side for Ghost Fury.
Yeah, blue team, I mean, Chiron probably just soloed it out while they were getting Pyro. It's not as tanky as it used to be, and Chiron with his build right now is probably just going to be able to melt through that pretty easily.
We got 2 mystical melts coming out of each soul laner.
Oh, looks like we got a pause.
What is this? What is this Osiris build path here? I'm trying to. It's not going to be a Thieves, I don't think. Oh, I forgot. He's probably getting a. Forgot Miller Renewal did everywhere, didn't it?
Why did I hide everything? There we go.
I do believe there is 2 5-minute pauses allowed for each team. I don't see it going this long, but that is a Ymir walk coming up behind that Sobek.
When I typed in the names, it messed up something. I'm not able to see everybody on the map now.
It'll probably get fixed once they unpause. I'm curious as to whether these ADCs, if either one, are going to go into a crit build with this Bluestone build.
Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Yeah, typically we've just been seeing XE Kins, maybe a late one-off crit item.
I don't know. I don't think I would ever consider one crit item worth the item.
It just stops them from building like spectrals because they don't think it's worth it. Then that catches them off guard late game, and it adds to like the overall power of your build if you go like a Deathbringer. Starting up this Gold Fury though.
You are melting this Gold Fury. Yeah, Phoenix Slayer is able to confirm that. There's Sukio coming out. Suki in a 1v3 right now. Yeah, and he gets a subtle laner. That was a 1v4. He's trying to make it out. Oh, yeah, you can dodge all you want, but he's not going to miss that Chiron too.
Yeah, overall 2-for-2 trade, but Phoenix Slayers do get the Gold Fury, so just straight up win for them. They're able to tie this game back up.
That's still that's still a win for Phoenix Slayers.
But yeah, that's a pretty big win to get them back into this game.
This Chiron is really holding him up a little bit here. Well, their jungle was doing pretty well on the right side for what he was being given.
Curious at this thick bark acorn. Going for healing, more tankier jungle build out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, out of that jungle. Well, he's probably gonna stack that with Protector of the Jungle.
True.
That'll give him even tankier because he does have two bruiser items in his build. So he's probably gonna be extremely tanky in the jungle once he finishes that Protector of the Jungle. I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out late game. It's gonna make those objective fights really shift in his favor, I think.
Yeah, he's just gonna be slotting into a more facilitator role.
I mean, this mid does have a pretty good build going on with Pen, but if this Hoi doesn't get more than the XE, he could probably potentially just die for the Hoi all day. The Ymir missing the freeze.
Baba Yaga kind of caught out here.
Abba ult coming out. Ymir ult coming out now.
Big rotation out of this Chiron. Oyi just back. Chiron rotates in. They might be able to look for FG. They got low health bars.
This Chiron is definitely holding him up.
Level
Holding the game up.
18, he's huge. 3 levels up on the Hoi.
That is pretty massive.
Yeah, they're just gonna... Blue team's just gonna have to look to fight around this Chiron. I mean, fighting without him is not really the play.
Well, so far, Suki has ulted Cullen in most of these fights. I don't think anybody has pressured this Chiron. I don't think the Osiris or the Suki has pressured the Chiron at all. This Chiron has been a part of 5 kills out of the 9 that his team has, and I don't think he's been pressured at all a single time. He's just been free casting in the back this whole time.
I mean, they got the early first blood, and that just pretty much gave him the lead. And then Red Side opted to try and put this Kokolin behind, but Kokolin doesn't.
It did
really
work,
need his
to be
blue.
fair.
He is 2 levels behind,
yeah.
but the Chiron's just having way more of an impact than the Hoi.
Yeah. Real Suki ulting mid laner this time. It just did not work. That Babo house is too strong. It's too much damage. Gives her a good shield.
Is able to trade his life out for it. Not sure if it's worth it. Depends if they're able to get an objective off it with this Merlin. Able to push that lead. Pyromancer is up. That's pretty much all they can look for. Hoi split pushing that left tower though, trying to give his team.
Yeah, I think they noticed that, so I think they're calling an objective, or at least a bait.
Look,
like, this has to be a bait.
I mean, they could look for it. Ymir's got a pretty good zone out.
Yeah, they're diving Ymir. Yeah. Here's the Ymir pluck.
Awkward Osiris ult. He's going in though.
Osiris ult. Yeah. They've already secured Pyro, and there's team fight. This is a win for Phoenix Slayers. They don't have to dive anymore. They made it out and they secured Pyro. And they got They got out cleanly. This Chiron is definitely having a real big impact on his team right now. I would like to see them start prioritizing this Chiron though. I think they've got it in his head, or in their head, since the whole first half of the game. They were just kind of bullying Kokolin, so they're just kind of locked in on him.
Yeah, dream scenario is going to be Osiris ulting, Tsukiyomi just ulting on, straight on top of this Chiron. I mean, Osiris does have that blink. You just blink on the Chiron, use your 3, forces dash ult. Sobek is able to live.
That's a
Tsukiyomi's
lot of
going
damage from that
huge.
Tsuki.
Both frontliners dead for Phoenix Slayers. Goon squad looking great here.
It's that Chiron damage pushing out Tsuki. This Osiris is diving nonstop.
Yeah, Winged Hydra able to
Chiron,
pretty much just stop the dive
I think
there.
Chiron can challenge this. They're pretty low, and he's level 20. He does a lot of damage. Chiron can 100% challenge this.
Early ult. I mean, a lot of damage. Probably gets double here.
I think
Merlin's
he needs to
tanking
just
it.
go in there and get it up. And he needs to just go in there and get it up.
Yeah, curious to see them not fully commit. I think they can. I think they just kill them
I
all
think
if they coordinate that a little bit better.
Yeah.
They're gonna die.
They're still going for it. They're really still going for it. Chiron is picking them up, and they're still going for it.
And now Phoenix Slayers just pretty much get this for free.
This is a free gold period now. Goon Squad won the team fight, but they lost the objective, and then gave Chiron some more kills.
Yeah, pretty much just putting this back to a dead even game. Both at 56,000 gold.
This Chiron is definitely the MVP of this game so far.
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
notice both ADCs are going the exact same build path, it looks like.
yeah, XP wise is gonna start to matter less and less for Phoenix Slayers because Chiron's already 20. Hoyi's gonna be able to catch back up. The only one, Ymir's the lowest level, but I mean, he went benevolent, so gold wise, he's gonna have all his items that he's gonna need for these fights, anyways.
He did finally finish that wing blade. Since he's finished that wing blade, he's only died once. He was 0-5 prior to that wing blade. Rat going in. I think Rat went a little prematurely. He went in a little bit by himself for a while, a little bit. He took a lot of damage. Coming back down.
Nice pickup out of the Baba Yaga. She does get plucked back in by the Sobek. Huge damage out of this Merlin. Is able to find the kill. Chiron lives with
Chiron
1
the only
HP.
one alive again.
And Goon Squad looking for the FG.
He should be able to get this Fire Giant. I believe Chiron's shot his life steal, a little bit of health, so he can try and challenge this, but he might be able to get there in time.
They have him warded. They know he's here.
He can 100% challenge this.
He gets out of the whole Yi. Great kill from
this
the Merlin.
Merlin getting aggressive.
Yeah, that was kind of awkward for the Chiron. He walks up there, uses one on the FG that's full HP instead of just trying to use it on the carry.
Should have definitely tried to go for kills there. I don't. Yeah, but he might have not known that Merlin was to his right though.
Yeah, I mean, they have no ward coverage. Their ward coverage has not been great so far. At least around objectives.
I mean, Goon Squad has been winning these fights pretty consistently. The last one didn't go too well because they did lose the objective, but if they win one more team fight, that's definitely gonna be a Fire Giant. And they're winning these team fights off of Phoenix Slayer's engagement there.
Yeah, which has kind of been the story all game, right? I mean, early game, Phoenix.
Yeah, I do think that Rat engaged a little bit too early. By the time Cocoon showed up to help him out, he kind of lost over half of his health.
Yeah.
They did get a kill for it, but I think he might have gotten too low for it to make a difference.
And with this tankier build, you really need your damage dealers following up.
Yeah, I think he went a little bit too early into that fight. I mean, that's a simple fix, just a little bit of communication. But And I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they can win the next team fight. They just fix that.
And Phoenix
Because this
Slayers,
Merlin's doing a lot of damage. This Merlin's almost full build.
yeah, he did just finish that Ob Shard, gonna be shredding tanks. Phoenix Slayer should know Hoi has no Aegis. I mean, the dive should be on this Hoi. You can get beads out of him. I mean, as soon as he uses jump, he's pretty immobile. So I think that's the call here. You just blink onto the Hoi, send Rat into the air.
Those 102 crits coming in. There you go. They caught his dash, but there was no follow up. Rat's going in.
Lands onto the Suki. Suki
Suki
really
come in. Suki didn't do a whole lot of damage to him. I don't think he's realized this Rat's got a really tanky. Still able to get blown up though.
Merlin's able to get out. Everyone's dead on the side of Phoenix Slayers except for this Chiron. They know where he is.
It's kind of been the story of like the past 3 fights. This Chiron's the only one that makes it out.
Solid cleanse, gets the slow off. That's huge. He's gonna catch him.
He landed a crit on him. Unfortunate.
Deicide against Phoenix Slayers. This should be an easy FG for Goon Squad. They don't have the Merlin, but they don't really
You
need
can
him.
be careful. He almost pulled himself. He kept
He is
walking in there.
tanking it. He's the main. He's gonna die.
What is happening here? What just happened? What am I
Merlin coming
watching?
back in. Can Merlin solo this? Sobek just
I don't
straight
know
up
if
backs.
He can do it. Yeah, he's got fire stand. Yeah, he's got this. There we go. That's clean. That was the cleanest FG I've seen all season. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I would love to hear comms during that.
Yeah.
I would love to hear them.
Yeah, you just gotta get one of your tanks to tank that for you if you're the Hoi, because he was doing no damage to it. Because when you're tanking it, your damage is reduced. So it's kind of awkward there.
I don't know. I don't know what that was. But we're trying it again. Another objective. It's reset. This one's Gold Fury. It's safer. They've got this one down. They figured out the strategy for objectives.
I mean, and if you're Phoenix Slayers, that's not too bad.
They still have 4 Fire Giant.
Is it FG?
They still have 4 players.
Yeah, it's FG. The Osiris, it's not on him because of what we just witnessed, but it's not EFG. So you're looking. You can defend, maybe a soft defense on the T2s. Give it up if necessary. Like, don't force a fight, but just kind of give it out. I don't know. Whittle away their time on
This Osiris,
this
Osiris might have called the 1v for Fire Giant, and he told his teammates to back off. Because I would respect it if that was the case. He wants to try his mannequin damage. I get it.
Upgraded mannequin. Huge damage out of the counter.
Well, this Sugi's got Bumba's finished. The Sugi just completely evolves as a character once he finishes Bumba's hammer. He just literally has no cooldowns when that happens. So this Sugi's been relevant all game, and he's about to get a whole lot better.
Yeah, Boom's hammer just works flawlessly with Suki. I mean, Phoenix Slayers were able to force the Cyrus Soul. They should be able to defend this without giving a Phoenix. Rat's in the air, though.
Rat will not have the Protect of the Jungle bot here, so he is going to be
all in for
squishy.
Phoenix Slayers. Great wall.
That's a lot of damage. Cullen going down. Chiron getting a kill. Suki.
And that's a great fight out of
One
Phoenix
good
Slayers.
Ymir
Full
wall.
FGC.
All they need is one good wall. Done well. Then that happened. This is a momentum shift, though. They should be able to get these towers off of the enemy's Fire Giant. He did get a freeze there, but there was nobody near him. There's the Merlin damage. Just Merlin doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, great trade out of Merlin. Ymir kind of just not respecting what a level 20 full build Merlin can do. And he's looking for another pick.
He might have just been miscommunication because he did get a freeze. He just didn't have any follow-up. His team was on the tower.
Baba Yaga could get picked out here if she's not careful. Although this Merlin's in between 4 by
This
himself.
Merlin is playing in the jungle. Almost gets a kill in a 1v2. And just gets off her
Rat
free.
has blink stun. Is going into the air. It's gonna be alone though with Boy E coming back up.
There's the flicker down. That's the flicker down.
Ult out of Chiron.
That's the whole Eastern Lake's gonna do. Yeah. Jumps the Kakulin ult. Well, Nick Kakulin lets him go. He's not gonna get away from this Sugi. Infinite slows, infinite cooldowns. Yeah, you're not gonna get away from that with Bumpus Hammer.
Yeah, this Merlin is just putting in work. 10, 1, and 15. Putting the team on his shoulders. He's straight up just deleting everyone on the map. I mean,
This Karen is really trying, but this Merlin and this guy and the Suki are just doing way too much damage. Yeah. That was a pretty decent engage by Rat too earlier, before the blink.
Merlin kind of getting caught out. Doesn't
All
have
of
the
them
L2
Merlin
anymore.
getting go.
Still gets
And he
the
still
kill.
gets the kill. Jesus Christ. That's
Great
a
wall,
character.
dude,
That's
to
a lot of
save.
damage. That's a good wall.
Goes back in.
But then he goes back in.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, I feel bad for that wall, guys. I didn't mean to do that." Does the 180.
Just some sloppy play there, I think. Out of blue team.
I feel like this Ymir got forced to play Ymir, maybe.
Not sure. I mean, his build's fine.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, that's a.
It's more positioning, I think. Because I mean, he's had good walls.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because if you don't play Ymir too much, you kind of get caught off guard. That it's really everything's about his positioning.
That's fair. And when 2 down on Phoenix Slayers, I mean, these objectives, as soon as blue team shows up, you either gotta force the fight or. Because I don't think. I mean, they're gonna have more damage, but I don't know if they have out secure. Merlin has good shred, but not the best like immediate secure.
I mean, well, they don't have a lot of good secure on Phoenix players either.
True, but yeah. You get a potion 1. That's about as good
If
as
you get
it
a
gets.
potion 1, you're probably within range of their solo and their jungle though.
True.
And this rat, it's very gung-ho. He will die.
Merlin going in.
Does half of Chiron's health.
I think if a Merlin dashes on you, you
I
just
think
have
that's
to
because of the
go
wards
in
there,
with
yeah.
your front line, like forces relics.
The fact that they don't have wards there, it's just letting Merlin get all this poke for free, since they don't know he's around the corner.
Yeah. Goon squad starting up the FG, about 50%. Rats in the air. Boy, no jump. Gets Boy and Sukiyo.
Big.
That's
That's
big.
it for free. That's pretty massive. They need to take advantage of this. There's a blink. That's a massive blink ult by Cullen.
Which is so much damage
go,
coming
yeah.
from Phoenix Slayers.
They're going for the whole. That's whole you jump and the Chiron getting up right after him. Yeah, you're not gonna get away. That's a very fast horse.
Sovik able to prolong his death, but can't stop the inevitable. Free FG looking like for Phoenix Slayers. They do have to back because this Titan's getting smacked by some fire minions. Rat's gonna go back to stop that.
That was a really good play by Rat. I think he kind of he got it in their head. He's gonna keep holding forward, but this time he ulted in and immediately left and forced 2 ults. 2 huge team fighting ults that they did not have for that engagement after those ults ended.
Yeah,
And then the Cullen Blink ult, they got like 3 or 4 players.
yeah, they grew
That was
very well on that
massive.
one. Ymir also got a wall that just like kept them all in place for Ymir ult and Kokol and ult. So overall, Great fight by Phoenix Slayers.
Yeah, they played that one very well.
But down 6K, not the biggest gold lead at this point in the game, 35 minutes in, but they are going to be able to get Oni Fury push left side. I mean, this is EFG, so I think you look for as many towers as you can, definitely, and at least you have to drive
Get
your
the spots going.
siege.
Get those spots going. Sell those boots. I would just get this gold here, get the towers, and that should be enough gold to sell boots, get extra items, before I would try to force more fights. Because at this point, some of these, I think everybody on Goon Squad has sold their boots, so they're playing with an item ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if they have relic timers on this whole Yi, but both relics down. If they have that, I think you send Rat mid and everybody else left, or vice versa, because Rat can get over quick with his. I mean, he's got blink and ult up, and EFG. I mean, he could just straight up take left tower. Left tower is one shot.
Yeah. Here we go. They're coming in now. This Suki's playing it fast and loose. If that Ymir got a wall there, I would just walk on those counter outs, proper wing blade to get the wall behind him.
Rat in the air.
That was an early ult. I don't know if I would want to fight without Rattle, because he's been the one doing those engagements.
Looks like a miscommunication.
We'll just go for towers there. Yeah.
You're taking a lot of poke. They do get right tower, left tower likely to go down to Oni minions and that minion wave over there. Still just allowing a lot of poke.
If he gets that wall up, just put the wall up. There's the wall.
Nice wall. Osiris able to just walk right through it with his passive.
Yeah, Osiris is in here. Osiris ult coming in. That was an Osiris ult for free. That was kind of odd. There's the blink. He didn't pluck though. That would have been pretty big. If he would have plucked that Chiron there, that would have been massive. That was a 3-man Cullen ult coming in. He's transformed.
He's getting melted by the Merlin.
Merlin just doing way too much damage.
Chiron's doing a lot in return. They do have EFG, so they are going to regen. Merlin defending right lane. Left lane has a huge minion wave.
Merlin's going to throw out some abilities, and we're going to lose over half their health right now over the corner. Rat going left for the 1v?
I don't know if this is the
I don't know if I agree with going on the Osiris. Yeah, that should be a free kill. Yeah.
Winged Hydra is rotating in.
Hold on, yeah, Winged
kind of alone. Ymir getting picked off.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think he took too long there. He had to commit there to the 1v2 that were low, or immediately leave. He waited way too long, and the other 3 people showed up.
Yeah, I think
he was
a lot
kind of
of
hesitating.
indecisiveness out of blue team. It is the first game of the season for them, for both teams. So, looking back on this, they just need to go with the call and stick with it, I think. Because if they all in mid there while the Osiris isn't there, they have the numbers advantage, and they're likely to get Phoenix.
We got Goon Squad sieging here, getting a Phoenix. It should be the first Phoenix. They're going for the game. They're going for the win.
I mean, Merlin damage is huge.
Yeah, Merlin, yeah, they do have Merlin and Hoyle. Yeah. And this should be game.
And this Titan gets shredded. Goon Squad picks up game 1.
I would love to see the Merlin damage numbers.
Oh yeah, I mean,
this Merlin was doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, that Merlin was huge that game. Suki had great ults and initiations as well.
And Merlin 42,000 damage.
42k, yeah. 33 out of the Suki, 28 out of your Hoi. Winged Hydra, the commander knocks with, I mean, 30 plus K of their own, but...
Yeah, that's respectable, especially for the losing game. They definitely were holding... They were definitely doing their job, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's mainly the front line for Phoenix Slayers. I think
Yeah, I think they're just not on the same page on on a lot of things. They did get some good rat engagements followed by multiple gray Kakulinals, but I think for the most part they're just not on the same page.
Yeah, like right after you initially go in, it's just like what's next. That's what they got to figure out for game two. Um, maybe you force the Merlin onto something else. See if he's comfortable or if this is.
I think I'll definitely ban Merlin.
Yeah. Because he just looked so comfortable on that pick
Yeah,
against
I
this
mean
team.
he was literally flickering into 1v2s at some point, and then just walking away. So I think he gets banned. I think this Kakulin is not happy with just getting slapped by a Frostbolt for 30% of his health.
Okay, let me check in, see when they are. Okay, we should be ready to jump into game two.
What was the build behind the rat? Because he didn't do a whole lot of damage, but he did mitigate more than his solo laner, and I believe. Wait, no, yeah, it's his solo laner. So he did get some mitigation, but he didn't get a whole lot of damage. So I don't know if maybe he just didn't have enough pen. Because those aura items do stack, and they do give a lot of protections.
Yeah, I mean he went for the tankier acorn. I don't remember I think thick bark right off the bat, and then I think the only pure damage item he had was Heartseeker.
Yeah, I think maybe he was just like I don't know, maybe he was just lacking in pen. Because he didn't do a whole lot of damage.
Giannis ban coming out, so they prioritize other mages over the Merlin.
Well, maybe they know this player and they know he's a good mid. I mean, I respect it if a good Giannis is just winning the game before you even have a shot.
Yep. And then the Athena ban coming out, followed by Tiamat. Those are pretty standard.
Looks like they're trying to ban out this mid laner. Because they do have first pick over here on the left side, and they opt to not get the Tiamat.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they go for, because I mean,
The Chiron ban, that's the respect. That's gotta feel good.
yeah, Chiron a great pick right now. I mean, Winged Hydra played it well. I mean, they had a lot of early pressure. His late game damage was still good, even with his team
And
being slightly behind.
Wing Hydra definitely played very well that game.
And then the Suki ban, so they are not wanting to deal with that dive again. Suki had a lot of good ults last match.
Yeah, I don't blame them at all.
Kakolin ban to
Man
follow.
literally looks in your direction and hits you for like 700. While getting mitigation.
Leaves the Gilgamesh open. Set's also open. I wonder if Goon Squad will look to pick that up.
That's probably what they're thinking about right now. You think this will be a Gilga solo or a Gilga jungle?
I mean, it could even be a Gilga support, depending on how aggressive they want to go, honestly. Guan Yu. I'm not too familiar with Gilgamesh matchups, like how well he fares into like a Guan Yu. So
I mean, it's pretty. If he can consistently stun the Talon cell, it'll go in his favor. But it just really that just depends on how the Guan positions himself.
yeah, I'd like to maybe just see it in the jungle. I mean, if he's gonna build tanky anyways, why not?
I think I would rather see him in the jungle because I mean, there's not many people that can fight a Gilgamesh when they walk into him in the jungle.
Yeah, I mean that's getting that stun around the corner. You're gonna get any carries beads immediately.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like if this Gilgamesh ever jumps in the solo lane and this Guan has his ult up, he's gonna get hit for at least half of his health if he doesn't have a lead on the Guan.
Scylla coming out for no known profile. Or they had the Baba Yaga last match, right?
Yeah, they did.
So
The
a little bit
Fafnir,
more
I love it. I love
bursty.
Fafnir. I love watching Fafnir.
Yeah, Fafnir's one of my. He's probably my favorite.
He's so fun to
character.
play. Oh,
As
now
they
I'm upset. Because
crush
then
our
he
hopes and
Ganesh.
dreams and switch to the
Yeah,
Ganesh.
now I'm upset, man. Yeah, I mean, nothing feels better than hammering somebody into a Sunder
Oh
and then
yeah.
transforming. There's a set coming out.
Yeah, opting for their support over
The one set.
over a set. I mean, the way this
It's a
guy
good
played
thing they went
Suki
Ganesh.
last game, I feel like he's gonna have a great set as well.
Well, they definitely have to be careful because this Guan and set diving. Guan does not care about the Ganesh silence. If he's on his ult already, he's gonna do a lot of damage, and not care about the silence. And if this set gets his ult off before the Ganesh silences, he doesn't care too much about Ganesh silence either, because he's slow immune on his 3, so he can just run right through Ganesh pillars, and he doesn't care too much about silences since he's just auto attacking mainly.
Yeah, and it's looking like Merlin gets banned. They definitely don't want to deal with that Merlin again. And then they opt to ban out the Ymir even after the Ganesh is picked up. Kind of a troll ban. And then Goon Squad bans away the Heimdall as well.
For sure, that Ymir jungle, and I respect it. Probably the only one that can fight that jungle. I mean, what do you think wins, Ymir Frostbite or Settled?
Honestly, Ymir passive OP, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I played a lot of Ymir jungle in like season 2 and 3.
Yeah, that Ymir passive is broken, man. Some people don't realize it.
You get Polynom as well. Literally just like one.
Nah, this is an aggressive team coming out of the red team. I like their team a lot.
Yeah, they had a good early lead in solo
Medusa
side
took
last
one.
game.
That is a brave pick.
Opting for the Kali, looking for how late last game went. Why not have a Kali when it comes that late?
That's it. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll carry the game at 25 plus. Just get me there.
And Morgan coming out for Goon Squad's mid laner.
I love this team. I love this red draft. This Morgan's got a Guan. This Morgan's got a set. I mean,
they're just looking to go in.
They're gonna die. Yeah, they're gonna die big time.
And when you're looking at who they're diving, Scylla's gonna be very safe, but this Medusa.
I would dive this Medusa with double Guan ult. There's nothing Medusa does with Guan.
It's gonna be up to Ganesh to really.
Even then, what do you do?
Good peel. As much as he can. Getting his dash off on the set is gonna help. You're definitely gonna need the anti-heal because if this Guan picks up a Kataka shield, set's gonna be healing.
Yeah, there's no way. Come on, there's no way you don't get anti-heal against this team. If you don't get anti-heal against this team, then you shouldn't be playing Spike. It's a so big a set on a Guan.
Okay, let me. Oh no, they're on the same teams, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this game. I love Red 2's draft.
Let me get everything set up here.
I really want to see Morrigan turn into this Guan, and I want to see 2 horses running at Medusa.
Yeah, a double Guano is just going to be devastating for the
back. Yeah, and Ganesh literally can't do anything. Ganesh literally cannot do anything. All he does is just look at the horses run by him and say, I'm sorry, buddy, I can't do anything.
Yeah, I like the Kali pick if you're wanting to play for the late game, because Scylla late game, you're just gonna be just shredding everybody, right? Like massive damage numbers. Kali's gonna be thrive real.
I
Like
like
she's
it
gonna be.
because if Set ever wants to dive a Kali and she has ult up, I mean, Set wastes his ult and Kali doesn't die.
Yeah, but if Kali ever wants to dive them, I mean, it's not gonna go over very well. I don't think. Unless if she can get on her jump and then blink in, or something, or vice versa. I mean, blink in and then on her jump she
I,
follows up.
I don't know. It's definitely going to be hard for Kali because this Morgan can just choose to be a Guan. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, Kali's trying to kill a Guan.
Yeah.
So, and Anhur is very good at self-peeling. So,
It would be interesting to see the Kali
I would probably want a different jungle.
dive the Morgan, have to ult to like finish the kill, and then Morgan turn into the Kali and ult and outlive the actual
Well,
Kali.
I heard. Well, I don't know because there was a bug. They might have fixed it by now. If Morgan turns into Kali, you get the wheel prompt. So you literally sit
Oh,
there, like you stand there for a second because you got to choose a target.
yeah, that'd be that would suck.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I do
they might
believe
have
they said
fixed it.
they were pausing, so small little break here before the game starts.
They're pausing and talking about the Kali pick into this team.
Yeah,
Watch this Kali just carry the game.
it just seems like back to what we were saying towards the end of last game. Like Goon Squad just like has an idea of how they want the game to go, and then blue
Hold
team.
on, because was Rogue not Suki last game? Is this a jungle Guan?
It might be because he was a Suki, right?
This is the jungle Guan. This is gonna be crazy. I like it. They said, you know what, guys? They picked Medusa into Guan. Just throw it in jungle so Guan can run at her the whole game.
I mean, this is gonna make the Morgan transformation like prioritization like differently, right? Because I mean, if Guan's not gonna be as tanky, you might just opt for the set
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Set or the Gilda.
I don't know how
even.
this affects solo lane though because Set is not too good into meta solos. He kind of just gets bullied by them. But I mean, so it's gonna be interesting.
I mean, maybe they just want to try this, or with the kick into the Tower Assault cancelization, like you were saying, maybe they just didn't want to deal with that. But Bluestone
I
on
mean,
set
it's gonna be
early
interesting to see
is
that.
gonna be nice. He's gonna have pretty decent clear as soon as he hits
Well,
level
yeah,
2.
but then you gotta keep in mind the skill guy's gonna probably get Bluestone too. So,
Yeah.
well, at least that's what I would do.
Yeah, I think it's pretty standard
I
in
just
most
want to see double
Gilgameshes.
horse. Yeah, it's because some people like to make an argument for animosity, and I just think Bluestone's just much better. Bluestone gives him so much pressure in lane.
Yeah, and with Red's gameplay in last game of just invading, getting off those invades, you're not going to want to just give up that pressure straight away. You're going to at least want to fight for it.
This is really going to be a fun game, though. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, I mean they fought a bit last game early on, so maybe they might try for
Yeah, there was
a
an
sooner
early first
objective.
blood in dual lane, wasn't there?
Yeah, they were able to kill the Hoi right off the bat with Sunder.
And they have a non Sobek over there, so there might be another first blood. That's a very good first blood dual lane, especially on a Medusa who can get body blocked. I would
Yeah.
definitely be trying to look for a blink on that Medusa. I hope the silver gets blink and not shell.
And it is a Guan jungle. Going for Boomba Spear,
Yeah.
Russian boots.
I really hope this silver gets a blink with his team comp. If you blink plucks anybody and forces beads or an escape, I mean, this Guan is just gonna ult and walk you down, or run you down. I mean,
Tactically feeding coming out of the Morgan. Making herself
okay.
worth less cold.
That's okay. That's part of the plan. That's what the pause was. They were planning this gameplay right here, and it's gonna work.
And looks like the jungler's starting at red, gonna be going back to his back camps, then speed. Not looking for any like early pressure, early gank for both teams. It looks like, which I mean makes sense.
And it is a blink out of the sub.
Yeah, they can look for something over there. Like you were saying,
This Ganesh does have a curse. This Ganesh does have a curse, but
well,
he used blink for the lane. Oh man, yeah, come on, man. It had me excited too. He used the blink for the lane, and they barely have pressure. They have pressure by like 1 minion. Okay, there it is. There's the first blood. Yeah, I'm telling you.
That question how this matchup's gonna go.
That is not good at all. It's a meta solos.
No, and a Gilgamesh of all. Gonna be ahead right off the bat.
Yeah, I would have left that set in jungle. This guy and that Gilgamesh for the lead is not your friend.
But a great start for the Phoenix Slayers, looking to bounce back after that game 1 loss.
He got his beads too. Set beads are down.
Yeah, that's huge. You could honestly, if you're looking to get this Kali ahead, you could honestly look to rotate to that lane now.
Oh, hold on. This Guan is half health. Oh, he got that.
Nice root.
This is big. Oh my god, the Kali just dropped it. She just said, no, I don't want to kill him.
Still chasing, kind of a little bit too far
there. This is a little bit of miscommunication coming out of this. Coming out of Phoenix Slayers. Because that was a big root.
Yeah, that was huge damage out of that solo too. Great setup, but Kali just kind of up-downs the wrong target.
Hey, look at this. You blinked the lane, and you still don't even net pressure. If only you had a blink though.
Are looking for it again. Another great view out of
there you go. This solo is just the bleed damage.
Yep, take damage out of Kali.
This is not good for Goon Squad at all. They have an aggressive team comp, and they've already dropped 2 kills. This is not good at all for them.
I don't think their team's like horrible late game though if they are able to play.
It's not that it's horrible late game, it's that Kali's very good late game, and Set's gonna have some catching up to do, and Set is not good from behind at all. Set does nothing from behind.
And he's just constantly getting shoved under this tower. Guan's in the area.
Yeah. Oh, he just jumped.
No beads out of the set. He's gonna get kicked. Yeah. Messes up the auto cancellation with his one. Guan's gonna rotate.
This is good. This should be a kill.
Yeah. Kali's here.
I hope he got. He should have gotten an assist for that. Yeah, he got an assist for that. Get some gold out of that. He's gonna playing a little too overzealous. He should have just kicked them towards his wave instead of into the wall. Make him walk even further.
I think he just figured he would have it if he got that auto cancel into the one, but he kind of just didn't auto at all, and then maybe his one wasn't on cooldown yet, or maybe he kind of threw him off.
Yeah, it did look that way. Like after he activated his one, he walked away. Like he was surprised that it didn't kill him, so he tried to go back for it.
Phoenix Slayer's still up by about 700. Nothing too crazy, but...
It's nothing too crazy, but it's definitely what they want out of this enemy team comp. This is definitely a team comp that wants to abuse the lead.
Yeah, and if any wins they can find in the early, I mean, they're pretty much setting the pace right now. Just on solo side. Solo side alone.
I don't know how I feel about this curse on the Ganesh though. How do you feel about it? Because an Ankh would be really good here, and a Shell would be really good here because his team's gonna be getting dove really hard. So I don't know how a curse is gonna affect a Guan ult and a slow immune set.
Yeah, I mean maybe he's just confident enough that he's gonna be able to use it when the set 3 is down, after people have used their mobility I mean, he's got to use it perfectly almost late game.
Yeah, I think I would have preferred an Ankh in a shell, but I mean, the curse can come in pretty good.
Guano
That's a
coming
Guano.
out. Morgan changing the Gilgamesh. Scylla just ulting out though. Still gonna get chased down by this Guan.
I don't think he's
Able
going
to
to get
find
that
the
kill.
kill. And Phoenix Slayer is able to just get out 1 HP. Great disengage out of them.
There's the Sobek.
Great
Was that a Sobek one? Oh man, that would have been. He just asked miss, and that was a
great
massive
Medusa.
Medusa around the corner. He had no idea. He literally walked around the corner into Medusa. I would love to see him. I would love to hear comments on that one.
Now this Kali did just get Morgan beads, so they can look to sit on them with Morgan no ult or beads. Sobek kind of just caught out here.
He dashed into the tower.
Not sure why he was still there.
I mean, there was a perfectly good jungle ahead of him to waste more time, but
He had a decision and he chose death.
that's all right.
Now Phoenix Slayer's able to keep growing this lead. I mean, especially with this Scylla, they
this
should be
Goon squad
looking for an
needs to figure.
objective.
The Transcendence on her with another Bluestone.
Kali going onto the set. Set
Oh,
pops the ultimate.
let's do it. This is a Kali with ult. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting
Well,
choice.
Yeah, that's literally what I said. I mean, if this set ever ult on Kali, she's just gonna press 4 and win.
Yeah, I'm not sure if his 3 was down, or if he didn't have a clone.
That's probably what. Maybe that's
for
probably what it was. Maybe we just missed it. Maybe his 3 was done, so he's like, I gotta go for it. I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah. Red team grouping up here. Morgan misses the stun.
there's a-
Same game plan as last time, just chasing him down. Morgan transformation did come out.
So it's getting huge dividends out of that ult, just for immunity.
And the Medusa.
That's a Ganesh ult, and unfortunately, he does not secure the buff. The Medusa's rotating for this. If they turn on the Sobek, just pummel the Sobek. I did what?
Going on the Morgan instead.
Oh, okay.
Good stun.
Yeah, her beads were down, right? You see Kali got him earlier?
Yep.
Oh, the Scylla came back well. They're getting the Scorpions for gold. There we go. I like this. I like this early Scorpion.
Yep, and then I think
Gilgamesh is here. I don't
the
think.
set.
Yeah. That's the jump. You got the Gilgamesh ult. You got the winds coming out.
No, I used him in the last fight.
Hold on.
Medusa looking for this fight against Honor.
I think Honor's looking for the fight. Got no idea Ganesh is there. Oh, she's got a dash out.
Yeah. Honor winning the trade. I mean, you get Honor ult, and you're gonna live. He's gonna get this wave on her back, so overall, I mean, that kind of favors the Medusa, even though she was looking worse after the end of it.
Yeah, as long as she doesn't get killed off of that, which she should not. There's nobody even on her side of the map.
Yeah,
That's absolutely one for her. Gold tier is up now, though. So I
yeah, I
would love
think
to see
you
this.
reset now. Scylla's gonna have ult up soon. You just look to force this Gold Fury. They have a lot of pressure early. I mean, they have the lead. Might as well force it.
Oh, see, Gilgamesh passive has gifted him a tier 1 crit item. If I were him, I would just take a hit and finish it out. But that's me. Just get the Wind Demon.
Yeah, one demon on Gilgamesh. I mean, that would go with the animosity probably better, but I don't know about going frontline. I'd rather see like a stone cutting maybe if you're gonna go auto
I
attack.
mean, that's a sign. I mean, I don't know. That's a sign from God. So I would get the Wind Demon.
Probably diving this on her. 2-2 is able to get the kill.
There it is.
Does get the Kali
Maybe,
ult.
maybe he had ult. And she is kind of. No, she's fine.
I mean, and this Ganesh is doing his job. What we
There's the
asked
pluck.
him.
Oh, you missed the pluck. You needed that pluck. Yeah, she's absolutely fine. Oh, the guano coming out.
This is huge. And a great setup for the
Guan
solo.
just ulted himself into 3 people. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that should be gold for you. That's free. That's the freest gold for you I've ever seen. If Morgan has ult, she does have ult. She got hit by the bleed though. Is the ult coming out?
Ganesh just stays too
He gets
long.
a kill out of it. There we go. She almost got. Oh my god, that would have been huge.
I think she got it. Yeah.
She's about to get another
She
kill.
gets a double
This
kill and the
Morgan.
Gold Fury.
Yeah, this Morgan just played that perfectly.
Huge play out of the mid laner. I mean, we saw them go big last game, so
Yeah.
could be
Yeah,
the
this
crush
time
for
around,
Goon
this,
squad here.
this Cells are playing really good. And this Morgan just coming back alive.
Yeah, I think Ganesh just tanked that too long, not really wanting to switch it, I guess, to one of the carries.
I think they weren't respecting the fact that Morgan had ult. I think they just thought it's a 4v1. Even if she comes in, we'll just kill her.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not sure when Scylla used her crush there, but I mean, you gotta secure that if you're the mid laner from Phoenix Slayers.
There's the buck.
And Goon Squad, I mean, despite being 6 kills down, they've pretty much tied up this gold lead and have been winning most of these last fights.
This Morgan tied up the gold lead.
That's true. Kali looking to get aggressive though.
That was huge.
Blows up the set. Great dash
Yeah,
right
this
on the
Kali
dotted
is
pillars.
This Kali is having a pretty massive impact. Early on, when a Kali should not be having a massive impact.
Horrific out of Ganesh. They did.
Yeah, there it
Able to
is. You're
chase
right.
it
You
down.
called it. It's coming. You just got to use it at the right moment, and it's the best relic in the game.
So good retaliation out of Phoenix Slayers, keeping up the pressure despite that fumbled Gold Fury. Morgan is able to get that.
It is a little worrisome because this Kali is 5-1 in 12 minutes.
She is massive.
This Kali is only going to get bigger. She doesn't even have Katana yet.
I mean, the Guan's not too far behind, only about 400.
Yeah, but
And the net
one of
worth
them's
shows.
Guan, the other one's Kali as the game goes on.
That is true.
I mean, I love Guan.
Just being even,
I
you're
think
in a
Guan
good
will be
position
relevant
as
the
a
whole
Kali.
time, but Kali's relevant now. She's only going to get better. At this point, if I was Morgan, I would just risk the bug and transform into Kali for once, just to see if it works.
Sobek could get caught out here. No dash on Sobek. Dark pillars are up. Kali's flanking
info.
around the backside.
That info might have saved him. I think this
Morgan's
Ganesh is about
rotating in.
cash in.
I wonder if Phoenix Slayers might have timer on red buff, and maybe that's
That's
why
a
they're
Witchblade
pushing.
coming out of Guan, though. Hold on. Yeah, this Guan is really not liking this Kali. I don't know if I agree with the Witchblade.
I mean, 30% cooldown early out of the Squan. He's gonna have 40 with Bumba's dagger, but I mean, plus red pot. I mean, you're really overcapping. I mean, they
Yeah, I don't
have. I mean,
I get the reasoning. I know it's for the Kali. I get the
Yeah.
reasoning for it. But I think you should just let your Sobek do it, or let your set do it. It's good damage coming out of the Scylla. This Guan is very good on invading these reds on cooldown. As soon as they spawn, he's been there almost every time. That's a Miss Scylla that could be big for them.
Kali's still going big here, though.
Why did Guan just cancel his ult everything? Did he even get anybody with his stun?
I'm not sure. Nobody used beads, so I'm not sure what happened there. He might have honestly just died. Straight up
No, he
died.
canceled it. Because he's been canceling it almost every time. I understood it the other times because it was for the Scylla when she already got out, but I don't know. I don't get it there. He canceled it early and then just left himself with no mobility in between like 3 people.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a misplay there out of him. Not sure. Goon Squad is able to get the T1 in the left, but Phoenix Slayers just come right back with a winning fight and T1, T2 in mid. So, and those are really the 2 towers you're gonna want to have early because you can just roam now.
I don't know how this is gonna go as the game goes on because Set is 0-3, and Set is not very good from behind.
Phoenix Slayer's just back on a ward. They know the Scylla's not there. They know the Gnesh isn't there. They are gonna try and force this Gold Fury.
The college is playing into a 1v3. Yeah, this college is going in.
They do get the Gold Fury. They're on. And college
college got deleted.
Morgan.
That was yep.
Good hold out of Scylla.
Oh my god. Then okay, just completely deleted the Set. That was a good turn. That is a huge bait.
Morgan looking to catch out this Medusa. She is able to find it on her on the retreat.
This Morgan is just snaking kills left and right this whole game. The wins capturing the on her. Can't get out of him.
Pretty big fights there for the mages, but with 3 left alive on the sides of Phoenix Slayers, they're going to be looking for another objective.
Yeah, this should be a free fire for them.
I
Get an even bigger goal lead here.
I like what the Morgan's doing. You know you're not going to be able to do anything else. Might as well get some invades off, get XP. You've been the catalyst for your team. Pretty much all set so far. Try and get as ahead as you can.
Oh, this Kali is still not opting for that katana. She went instead for the serrated edge. I don't know. I mean, I think the katana would have been better here because I don't think you really need that 20% pen yet. I mean, Seth's only got a berserkers. There's only a witchblade on the Goon. I mean, they do have a salve, but that's just 20 protections.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this Frostbound here out of the set.
Yeah, I feel like he needed more defense with.
I mean, he got blown up by the Scylla.
Yeah.
You definitely need something. Maybe like a what's it called? Frenzy.
The relic?
Energy Talisman. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Something like that. I mean, you're buffing your whole team with movement speed while you're trying to dive, anyways.
On top of the fact you get like, what is it? What does he get in the Zolt? Like 20? Is it 20? I don't know. It might be 40. He gets a lot of movement speed in Zolt.
Yeah. And you
don't even need that Frostbound with your ult speed and talisman. I don't think anybody outruns you.
Minions take T1 and right on the side of Phoenix Slayers, and on her split pushing over here in left lane. Red team just backing
They
up.
need to be forcing a fight or forcing objectives.
Diving for the set. Kali's gonna take a little bit of poke out of the tower. Honor's rotating over, but
Kali's down.
Phoenix Slayer's looking to fight now.
That's a 3-man wins. That's a miss Scylla ult, but she should be fine. That should still be a kill on Goon. Yeah, there's the stun.
That's spot on.
I think I would have told Honor to keep split pushing as soon as the fight broke out. I don't know why he stopped pushing. I guess he wanted the invade that bad.
Yeah, maybe you. I don't know.
He should keep pushing right now. Why? I don't.
The call should be
like,
that they're going for FG. He should have kept pushing.
Yeah, he should have kept going.
Be able to steal this here.
Yeah.
Maybe with a set 1-2. But they're burning this decently fast.
He should have kept pushing for secure. It's actually taken a while to do this. If he kept pushing, if he would have made somebody back,
yeah,
they might not have been able to get this, or at least give somebody time to get there. He should have definitely told him to keep pushing.
A little bit of a misplay, but he is able to catch up to the Medusa. At least item-wise, she's gonna have that T1 crit, but
it's like 25 power. That's not too much of a difference.
Nothing crazy. 2K lead. That's nothing crazy right now. So I mean, you're kind of chilling if you're Goon Squad.
Yeah,
Obviously,
at the
you
very
give up
least.
the T1 left. I think you just soft D, try and cut down on some FG timer, bide your time. Don't
I
let them
think
shoot
Goon
your
Squad should be
Phoenix.
in a worse position than they are in now. So I think they're in a pretty good spot. I think with the team they drafted, them not being completely behind, being 20-6, is a pretty good sign. I mean, they've been farming pretty
Especially with
well.
the start we saw out of Phoenix Slayer. I mean,
Yeah.
Kali being 6
So
and 2, 7-0 Scylla, you'd think it'd be a lot more lopsided.
completely just gets deleted. Yeah, that's so they're doing a lot of damage.
Great pick out of the Phoenix Slayers. Probably gonna be able to just.
Are they gonna try to
siege
defend
for
this,
Phoenix
being
now.
an ADC down? I don't agree with this C2 defense. Being an ADC down. Yeah, okay, there you go. They're just giving it up then.
Yeah, just a little soft defense, showing face, slowing them down just slightly.
I think they're gonna go for the Phoenix, guessing they have a numbers advantage. This is Kali just engaging.
That's huge.
Well, I'm getting a kill though. They are able to get the Phoenix, so I mean, it doesn't matter how many people die here. They got the Phoenix, they got the job done, but they're winning the team fight. That's Blonde Bean's down.
He's stunned. But with no damage dealers, you're probably not killing him with just your T tanks.
It's fine. They traded, and they got the Phoenix. So
yeah, they can just back up, look for this Gold Fury, reset, push up right. I mean, they still have about a minute and a half plus on FG. You're looking to, if you're red team, I think you're just looking to secure your red and then go straight to Pyro. You know, blue team's gonna be backing. Just take a.
I think if you're red, you gotta look for a spot somewhere to start diving, because this set, I don't know how much of an impact this set can have when it's his team that's getting doped. This set has not done a whole lot this game. I mean, I'm not saying it's because of the player, but it's just the character pick. He just doesn't work in solo very well against meta solo laners.
Yeah, getting soloed early on, just he wasn't able to do pretty much anything ever since the beginning.
Yeah. Because if Set is not diving, I mean, who's he gonna be? Who's he ulting on? Is he ulting on the tank Gilgamesh, or the ulting Kali? He's not gonna kill anybody. And at this point, if they don't figure out how to put the enemy team on the back foot, even if he dives, if he's by himself, he's not gonna kill anybody with how behind he is. And he needs to go on to help him out.
Yeah. And same problem as earlier with the lack of magical defense against the Scylla. Now he doesn't really have the most physical prots against Kali, who can really just sit on him now with her kin size. All that health he's built isn't really gonna matter too much now. With her just swinging him 50 miles an hour, chunking him down instantly.
Yeah, this is I don't know. It's not looking too good for Goon Squad. I don't think Set was the pick here. Not in solo anyway.
Still a chance to turn up big, but this is, I mean, this is right where you want to be.
I mean, yeah, this Morgan
this is what they drafted for.
This Morgan does play pretty well, so. I mean, if this Morgan turns into Scylla, I mean, Scylla can always win the match.
They could look to pick the set here. I mean, we got four Phoenix Slayers on the right side of the map. They see on her and left. I think they're just getting more division for this FG.
These objective fights have been kind of sketchy, so to be fair, anything can happen in these objective fights. Literally, either of these teams could win the fight. Yeah,
Kali just immediately gets the beads out of set. That's huge.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, and Honor's
I mean, you're
still
set
split
and
pushing.
they're walking you down, buddy.
This FG could be free, but if Honor decides to actually keep going and left,
I don't think it even matters. They could send somebody to back right now, and it'll still be a free fire.
And things coming out of Goon Squad, they are just gonna go for it.
Yeah, they are calling them for the split. Yeah, she's probably gonna turn into an ADC and help them with that.
And Set
Well, she doesn't even need to, I don't think.
Set gives up his
Why
life
they
there.
call for the
They could
yeah?
base
I don't know
race.
what
They
that
could
is
base race
because they
this.
call for the split push and
They're
they
pinging
should
for
they
the.
should be nowhere near far
They're
giant.
pinging for the base race.
They-
Blue
they
team
are
has to
going for it.
back. And red team starts to back up. Now blue team's kind of in an awkward spot. You don't have your Scylla.
Well, Kali's back. No, Kali stopped the back, so they might get a Phoenix off of this because Goon Squad has not back. They still have 2 players
Looks
over
like they're
there.
still looking for it. They go onto the Scylla.
Yeah, they want the base rates.
But I mean, 4 members of that.
And that's kind of risky, man. Yeah, and that's a Scylla over there, man. A Scylla crush.
2 T2
like
towers
that.
still up.
Yeah, I don't think the base chase was the right call there. As soon as Scylla back, that was not the right call.
Yeah, a Hail Mary out of Goon Squad, but unable to secure that one. And Phoenix Slayers ties up the set 1-1.
They were playing that pretty well. They caught for the split push. They got the Phoenix. They should have just backed and defended.
Yeah, I think a little bit of a cocky draft out of the Goon Squad after game 1. They come out with the Guan jungle and the set solo, but it doesn't really amount to pretty much anything.
Yeah, I think if they swapped the jungle and the solo, they would have stood a much better chance. This set just doesn't beat any Minnesota learners. Especially after he's got nerfed so much.
Yeah. I mean, especially one of the better solo laners right now in Gilgamesh. One of the better characters, honestly.
Yeah, we'll have to love to see that first blood because he did use a blink. His blink was on cooldown. I mean, he might have just used it to get the link. But this mid laner, this Scylla went 9-0. She kind of popped off this game.
Yeah, much better performance than on the.
Yeah, a whole lot better. Yeah, just I don't know what the hell the Bobo was, but
I mean, but it
just completely popped off on this Scylla.
I think a complete 180 almost out of the jungler though. No known profile. I mean, he played the rat more facilitator last game, tanky, pretty much full tank.
To be fair, he was doing that here. I mean, he was blinking and getting 3-man stuns. I think he's still doing that.
Able to honestly just like carry this game with his playstyle. I think a much better pickup for him. I don't know. Just watching it, it felt like a smoother pick than that rat.
Yeah, because that rat, he would kind of engage and then just kind of leave or die.
We'll see when they. Looks like they're setting up game 3 now.
That game went a whole lot different than what I expected. You think they pick set again?
They could, but I mean, you definitely want to go probably for the jungle this time.
You know what it was? It was definitely the curse.
Yeah, it's that OP level 1 curse donk, dude.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Honestly, they should probably.
This guy's on us.
I didn't see, what did he build? Second relic? Do we know?
He got the Ankh.
He got the Ankh. Yeah,
He actually had 2 Ankhs because the Goon got an Ankh as well.
I probably would have preferred a Sunder Ankh there, just because Sunder's like really strong, and if you get a Sunder Ganesh Dash, especially with like a Scylla and an ADC in the area, I mean that person's dead.
Or an Ankh Sunder. What is that? How much? What is that? 35% more damage?
Oh yeah, fuck. Just destroyed.
And if you Ankh Sunder Seth is ulting, I mean, I think you just turn his ult against him.
Yeah, I don't know. They might just go back to their game 1 game plan of getting more solo pressure because they kind of just.
I think it was just the setback. I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
because I don't think that had an impact at all ever in that game. And that's just the pick, man. You don't. That's just not good. It's a meta solos. I don't think he wins a single matchup. And set from behind does not really do anything.
Yeah, no. You probably just, if you're gonna play set solo, you just have to play it safe early and then look for your opportunities when your jungle rotates or even your support. Send your support over there. Get a 3-man rotation on their blue just to get some sort of lead started.
I think they'll be fine game 3. I don't, because I seriously doubt they run back to set solo. And no, he played, that solo played pretty well in game 1, so I think they'll be fine.
And game 3, P's and B's underway.
See what we got. I mean, I do like the team comp, though. I would love to see it in the draft like that.
Goon Squad switching over to first pick though. They were second pick. I think both game 1 and 2.
Yeah, because the Chiron band still, they're really respecting Wayne Hindr's Chiron.
I think he played it well, and again, it's a
he definitely did.
Pick. Gilgamesh
I mean, I think
out.
There's Suzuki band. I respect that one too. That guy is just not fun to play against.
This does leave that set open, Sobek's open, King Arthur.
I don't think any team wants to play set after that game.
No, probably not. At least not for the solo lane. But they pick up King Arthur, traditional solo laner. He's very good right now.
That's an interesting respect, yeah. I mean, I know what god I would go if I was red solo lane. If I was Spark, I would just go Ardio. But that's me.
Yeah, it just depends if he has it as his god pool. And they do secure the Ganesh and Scylla again. Yeah. Solid performances out of last game.
I think Ganesh win every game, right? It's an oath pick. I like it.
Yeah, I think you maybe pick up your jungler here, maybe like a Fenrir, because you don't want. They do pick up the rat. I don't know if I'm Phoenix Slayers. I think Fenn's a good pick, here, especially into Thoth.
Fen?
Yeah, Fenrir. Like you just sit on a Thoth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely.
I mean, you're gonna also that's gonna force King Arthur to get beads. I mean.
You know, with the Thoth pick, there it is.
Yeah, you called it. Yeah.
With the Thoth pick, I would really like to see a Cthulhu coming out of Red Team. Thoth literally does nothing against Cthulhu. Once Cthulhu ults, just Thoth has to just sit and just take the entire Cthulhu ult, and hope he doesn't die.
And they did just buff. What is it? Vampiric Shroud, yeah. So.
Oh yeah, they
most
did.
Cthulhu's go that, right?
Yeah, because it's kind of if you're going Magic with solo, Vamp Shroud is kind of your ticket to not getting soloed. It's pretty busted.
Yeah, and with extra power on a Cthulhu.
But on top of the fact that Cthulhu is pretty good into Arthur, because if he starts spinning, all you have to do is just the wave and him, and you stop the spin. And yeah, so I would definitely go Cthulhu or Ardio if I were them. I don't know if that's in his god pool, but Thoth can't do anything about Cthulhu ult, and Cthulhu's very good into Arthur.
Another Heimdall ban. They really just don't want to play against Heimdall. They banned the Achilles, so they're obviously not. They're not thinking what we're thinking about the Cthulhu potential.
You know how annoying it is to die behind Heimdall?
Yeah, it's very annoying. I play Heimdall.
I mean, you dive behind Heimdall. Yeah. You literally have to ask him for his permission before you dive him.
The answer's always no, but
if I dive you, are you gonna put your Bifrost down? Because I'd prefer if you didn't.
They did nerf the cooldown on I think a little bit, right? Recently, so
yeah, they did. I mean, it's still stupid.
Yeah, it still always seems to be up when you're diving, right?
Because you gotta deal with the Bifrost, and you gotta deal with the fact that even if his Bifrost is on cooldown, he can just send you away and then walk back to his team.
Goon Squad insta locking the Jing Wei, trying to play much safer duo side at least, still looking to grab their support here.
I
Wukong's
like the Wukong. Wukong's pretty
yeah,
good into the,
good into
especially if
Thoth.
you
I
can blink
mean,
it. Yeah.
solid pick into the King Arthur as well.
Your mojo. That's pretty big. I like it. Come on, lock it in. Come on, lock it in.
DM him right now. Come on, bro.
I'm always down for a emoji pick. There's not too many. I mean, people think emoji is easy because you just, you literally just press one over and over again, or just two over and over again. It's not really rocket science. But I mean, if you can't get some good ults down, you don't really do a whole lot because she really depends on standing inside of her ult for that massive ult regeneration and for locking them down.
Yeah, and a good 3 as well. I mean, can just completely destroy a tank.
Because if you don't get a good emoji ult down and they leave your ult, I mean, you have to leave the ult because there's nothing there, then you lose all that ult regeneration.
Umoja into Fenrir, you're definitely, I mean, you're going to want to pick up beads or else they're just going to go for you on cooldown. A Fenrir ult and a Ganesh silence, Scylla damage, you're just...
Neath.
Interesting, I mean, they have been going the trans build, I mean, even on the on her, we saw the trans build. So, Neath fits that build very well. Gives him a little bit more global
I don't know about
presence.
the Neath because if this Robin blinks on her, she doesn't ever get away from Robin. If she backloops, it's a free Robin ult.
Yeah,
and Robin can just to the root. On top of the fact that Arthur doesn't care for roots, and you don't really outrun Arthur's spins with a Neath backflip. So she's going to be relying on that Ganesh. It is a Ganesh. Ganesh does kind of counter Arthur a little bit.
With a Ganesh in your backline as well, it's really just gonna be Sun Wukong Fenrir diving. We'll see where Scylla positions herself if depending on if Goon Squad focuses out the Scylla or the Neath on their dive. Neath's gonna probably be easier just because
I would definitely focus on Neath.
We saw him use that CC Munal very well last game as well.
Yeah, I don't think he died to a single one. He just ulted right on out.
It's almost like when you're getting away with Scylla, it's like Don's Burrow, except you just can't be stopped.
Yeah, you can't be stopped, and once you get to the end of the line, you just spin around and hit somebody for 1,000.
Yeah. You get a free bajillion damage to just use.
Do you know if Neath backlip gets out of your mojo? Because if it doesn't,
I would
it's
think
not too good
so.
for the Neath.
I don't know that Neath's been in the meta since Emo just come out, honestly, so...
I don't know what you mean. The Neath is always in the meta.
Okay, this is gonna kind of...
This is gonna be an interesting game, trying to see if this stuff can survive, though. Because it's really gonna... I don't know. It's just Oath into Fenrir and Wukong with a Yamoja. I would have preferred a Ganesh or a Kepri. This Shimo is just going to have Peel on point if this Stealth wants any shot at living more than 10 seconds in a fight.
Okay, sorry about all this. Every time I type the names, it kind of messes up all the settings and stuff. Okay, should be good there.
What we got here? Bumba's Hammer. Got a Bumba's Thunder. Okay. I think I would have preferred, like a Protector of the Jungle Prowl, but this could be good.
Looks like they're going for this jungler red buff start. Fenrir looking to start on his speed. I like that because if you're Fenrir and you get blink, and rushing boots.
He might look for the early gank.
Yeah, as soon as you hit level 2, you get your passive stacked up. Look for a stun on this Thoth. Get an early beads, and that just alleviates a lot of early pressure throughout your mid. You can get some mid camp, start building that lead.
Okay, Okay, this is the first time an ADC does not get blue stuff. So we are going to see some crits this game. It might have an impact.
Yeah, and edging way just works really well with crit. I mean, or two giving it as well.
These solo winners might be accustomed to not getting spectral or getting it really late because they have not got really crit. I mean, they've gotten rage at the end of their builds, but that's not the same as a full crit build. Wukong and Arthur kind of trading. He just ran back into the wave. Here's the gank. Okay, Thoth getting the... Did Thoth just 1v2?
Thoth 1v2 and gets the jump.
Thoth just 1v2 and got the first blood on Fenrir. That's not the
have to use
biggest
the
flex.
beads.
If
So
that's not the
great
flex
trade.
of the day, I don't know what is.
I mean, he insta-locked that Thoth as soon as it was his turn, so I'm very confident on this pick.
You know, what I'm thinking is he saw the Fenrir show up and he dashed into him and said, "I'm ganking you instead."
Maybe you recognize the cooldowns, figured he'd give it a shot, why not? And it works out for him. And now
That's
your
pretty
Ravana
big.
gets a free rotation, your soul lane's gonna be ahead now with that assist.
Yeah, that's a definite jungle advantage there. Your jungle gets a kill and you kill their jungle this early. That's pretty big.
And already making his way onto this left side. Looks like Ganesh is the
We'll
call.
mix the knee through. That should still be oh, there's the Ganesh coming up. There's the backflip.
No dash out of the Jing wave. Is it on cooldown? No, she had it up.
No, it's the knee backflip. It's the best escape in the game. There's nothing she could do.
She definitely couldn't have just taken her 1 and her 3. It's been right there. I don't know. A little bit
Wukong's
more
walking
there.
Arthur down over there. He's pushing him under tower now. He's taking a tower shot for that broomstick hit. I respect it.
It's always worth.
It's definitely worth for asserting dominance, especially against an Arthur. Because Arthur probably should just used to bullying lane. Arthur beats R down. I think he got his beads in lane. And this Fenrir is going to hit 5 pretty soon.
Yeah, that could be huge. They definitely need to communicate that and regain the lead over on solo side. If they're not looking for anything on duo. And Fenrir is making his way over there. He's not level 5 yet.
I don't know.
Ravana
What this
is. This is could be a good fight from the blue team.
I don't know.
Rav and King Arthur ults coming out. Someone Kong all
You're
fours.
kind of having 2 1Bs instead of somebody focusing
Yeah,
on somebody. We're still going in. Okay, there we go.
it's done. Huge damage out of the Rav. Jingwei gets a kill on left.
Oh, he missed the one. He missed the overhead slash.
Able to get out.
Unfortunate, that's a
Jingwei
double on
gets a
left.
double. Gets the kill on the ult backflip. Not enough to save him that time, even though it is OP.
Pretty sure this Shang is hacking. I don't know how you kill a Neath with backflip.
Yeah, impossible. Emoji ult not even used, so. Folks looking for the ult. Fenrir's in the area.
This Fenrir does have ult, and this guy is pushed into lane. Yeah, I think he knew. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't even
it's-
bother beasing. He didn't use that.
Nah, I mean, you
That's
just have
a-
to hold it there, because even
Yeah,
with
that's a good
the
call.
beads, he's going to brutalize, and you're just dead either way. It was a
I think
good
this
stun.
Thoth is just respecting at all. He was literally on tower line.
Yeah, it was a good stun from the King Arthur to try and set up for the Thoth ult, but Scylla just speeds and walks away.
I don't think he needed to ult there on the Thoth. I think just a brutalize would have killed him.
I mean, he was probably trying to force speeds as well, maybe. Trying to panic him, but it was worth a shot.
Sneeve playing up. He just got, I mean, he just O2'd over there, and she's just playing up. I respect it. They go for the Embe here. They got the support and everything.
Looking for the invade, but the buffs are
And Big Nash is
down.
there too. That's the Emojo, that's the
Trying to get
Robinal.
her out.
Yeah, she gets out.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and fight for these backhands. Fender just jumped in. Fender just jumped in. This man is something. Yeah.
Big Thol.
Oh, he almost got a kill for sure.
Big solo.
Massive slow. That's a good. Oh my god.
Oh,
Damn, she got the
Emoji
two.
barely lives. Can she
She would
find
have died.
it?
She got the 2 up.
Misses the giant circle.
This is the one and
Unlucky.
the 2. Yeah.
King Arthur though, making this
That's a
rotation.
massive.
Does
Yeah,
pick
that's
up
a
bill.
massive Arthur strike. It's the root. Got the root.
Gets
That might be.
Wukong.
Oh, that's the Wukong ult.
And Wukong probably just gonna walk away from that with just bird form. Dip. See you later, boys. He's gone.
That was an interesting Jing ult.
Neith's gonna try and keep him from backing. Fenrir is on the way. Jing no ults. Maybe look for the beads.
And Jing 1 or the her 3 does not stop Brutalize. He will chase the Brutalize will stick on him.
See if he goes forward.
I don't think he can get her. Yeah, he doesn't. His
Better
blink
to
was
not
up.
play as
I don't know.
well.
His blink was up. Could have gone for like a 50-50.
Yeah, I think he blink brutalize maybe. In case she dashes.
If
right
he's
away.
leveling the Brutalize, then he gets the kill, and then just steps out. As long as there's no rotations, he should be able to get the back off.
4 points in that brutalize.
But he might not be. Yeah, he might not be leveling the Brutalize. If he's not leveling the Brutalize, then I respect the call. This is going to be a soul leader Wukong.
Ravana's looking for the invade. Wukong's here. Ravana is able to get it.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
Lethal
Yeah,
comes out.
he just backlit right in front of him. Yeah, should not have backlit right in front of him. He didn't even need to backlit. That's Arthur beads. That unbound should be coming, or that unchained should be coming up any second.
And they're going for it.
There's Tiger's Thumb. Yeah, that should be a kill.
Huge kill. They could get this right jungle. Thoth playing really high up against Asilla.
Yeah, I think at this point, Thoth just doesn't care.
I mean, if
To be
you're
fair,
Scylla,
he knows Fenrir's on right. I mean, he knows Fenrir's on right. So
yeah, he knows
he's
nobody's
fine.
in the area. And if you're Scylla, you just let him play it that high up. Your team's getting right jungle, able to win a trade off him solo side. She got some.
Yeah, I
big damage
don't
on
know why that Robin backed it right in front of him for no reason.
Can Ganesh get the kill?
It's the
No.
Ganesh, yeah. Ganesh getting aggressive.
I respect the try there.
He had the curse. Why did he pop the curse? That was free kill.
The OP curse, dude.
Yeah, that OP curse.
I mean, clearly Ganesh just decided to let him live. A
Probably
merciful
mercy
Ganesh.
for last game. I think these solo laners are in that point of the game where neither of them kill each other without ganks or invades.
Honestly, the Wukong not having any protections yet is probably
Yeah,
less
but
safe
at the
than
at the same time, he's Wukong.
true. I mean, he does have the escape ability. at
Yeah,
this
like he
point.
just does that. He just does that on cooldown. That's the second time we pan to him in like 7 seconds that he does the exact same combo.
Ganesh could be caught out here.
Missed the emoji stun. Going for the innovate again. Scylla is
First
coming.
boost. Yep, Scylla's here. Both mid laners making
Oh,
an
she stopped.
appearance.
She stopped for the backhands.
And they kind of just let it go. Yeah, if she shows up there, maybe they secure it, but a little bit of a misplay. Fenrir's
It would
getting
have been
left
kind of
jungle,
risky
though.
because Thoth was rotating with her. She would have put herself between the Thoth and the other 3 players. Scorpion going on 10 minutes. I like it. This Robin is pretty good on the invades. He's been invading even when he dies. He just on next cooldown he goes for the invade anyway.
Yeah, and it gets it gives you some pressure on the map. You've got the timers for next respawn, but it's also just allowing this Thoth to power farm because he's not splitting much of anything. He's level 12, about a level-ish lead on the Scylla, but he is sacrificing some experience to this Fenrir because Fenrir has been able to, when they were invading right side, he was able to get purple and red on left side. So it just depends on who you want to play through. And I mean, playing through the Thoth, he's played good all set. So
Even though this is a lower division team, I do like that they're playing off of invades very well. It's not perfect, but they know enough to know how to invade and when to invade.
Yeah, King Arthur is gonna game 2 though by this Fenrir.
Oh, misses the Wukong ult. That's a interesting one.
Still able to get it, and Goon Squad
Getting
just kind of
the Scorpion now. Getting the Gold Fury on the map soon.
They're getting him invades, which helps, I mean, in the laning phase, but if Fenrir's just going to sit over there, there's no real laning phase there.
Ooh, Thoth Aegis, Thoth Beads. Fenrir is about to cut him off.
Able to get the stun.
Yeah, that should be a free
kill.
kill.
The crush. Gold Fury spawning relatively soon.
They could definitely force a fight again.
Rob's
once Thoth, Thoth's a free kill. Thoth is a free kill on his next respawn.
Yeah. And Rob no
Fenrir's ganking, yeah, Fenrir getting the chip
on to Jing. I think you might look for gold here.
I think you do look for gold here because
like that's their call.
Yeah. Because Fen should be getting ult soon.
Yeah, and I mean nobody in the area from Goon Squad. Should be free. King Arthur able to farm up a little bit in right side, but
they played that very well. With Fenrir ganking right, getting a kill, rotating mid, having his mid later on his support, holding or slowing Thoth down enough for him to catch him, and then going over to the left. He literally just walked across the map and got kills in every lane.
Yeah.
And then got Gold Fury.
He goes for the Jotuns. A lot of cooldown. I mean, his build is.
Yes, if I were them, I'd be trying to force a fight on this Thoth right now.
Yeah, he could do.
Thoth does not have any relics. It's kind of a free pyro going over to Goon Squad.
Phoenix Slayer's not looking to keep up the chase. Maybe they are. I think they do have blue timers, so they are.
I think he's looking, yeah. I think he's looking for a fight.
Good stun. King Arthur doesn't have beads, but don't even need to use the ult.
That's a lot of Fenrir damage. That Brutalize does a lot of damage.
I think, like you said, you just look for this Thoth now. Even if he goes under his tower, you know his dash is down.
Yeah, this Thoth is a free kill like 100% of the time. And he just got there. Yeah, this Thoth is just dead. Yeah, there it is. I don't even think he needed ult there. With the crush and the Brutalize, he would have just died.
And
this Thoth's not having a fun game now.
FG 13 minutes in, using
I love it. I respect it.
Everything on it.
It should be. There's no way Emoji gets this. If Emoji gets it, then I think if Emoji steals this, we just give them the set, and they win the set for the day.
Fenrir is gonna die to FG. That's unfortunate.
FG getting a shutdown bonus.
Jingwei
they need to disengage this. Yeah, there is no reason for him to fight this. They need to disengage this. And they can't anymore with Robin coming up behind them.
Great kill.
It should still be a Wukong kill. Wukong, oh, he still has the Neath. I told you Neath is the best gun in the game. You just can't kill a Neath. She's got the backflip.
And Phoenix Slayers just turn a great fight out of the blue team into a great fight for them. Although, I mean, 3 for 2, only 2 people left with FG on.
You're still getting Fire Giant off of them though.
Yeah. Overall, a better trade out of blue team. Just kind of scattered backs, sticking around too long if you're Phoenix Slayers. And Fenrir dying to FG, that's kind of troll.
I think they played that, yeah, I think they definitely played that pretty well. I don't know how Fenrir died to FG.
You just gotta jump out then, let your team secure it. There was no way they were stealing FG.
Yeah, there was no rush to burn it.
Maybe the Ganesh
when
always
Emoji
dies
was
there
kind
because
of
he was
near,
zoning, but Other than that, I don't think anybody else should have died.
Got Fenrir going for a Hydras. That Hydras proc with a Bumbless Hammers and a Smack late game. Yeah, that's a rough one. Oh my god, there's the Ganesh.
And this Ganesh
Yep.
doesn't even
That
need to be
Ganesh, that
horrific.
curse.
OP horrific.
Yeah. He just, yeah, I don't know. This stuff, yeah, that's exactly. I mean, this stuff should not be just. He just shouldn't be living this game. Yeah, this stuff is having a hard time.
Well, he's using his dash very willy-nilly, I think. Kind of disrespecting. He dashed straight into a Fenrir this late into the game. Which guarantees
Trying to
his
get him in the
relics,
first
let
blood
alone his
again.
life.
That Fenrir Brutalize just does so much damage.
Yeah, especially with the
Well,
Seething
misses the
Howl
Arthur stun.
beforehand. Adding that like extra like 80 power on Seething Howl. King Arthur
I really want it.
could get caught out
I really need
here.
to see a Bumbless there.
Surprised Scylla doesn't even try for the root.
Well, it's just not worth her time. She's got better things to do.
Yeah, red team grouping up, looking for towers. You are the team with, you got 2 FGs at least.
That's something. Yeah, this should be a free tower. And Gold Fury's coming up, so they can get this tower, and then, yeah, there's the ping. There's the ping for it.
I'm surprised they don't
But
opt to
this
look for
Ganesh,
left.
no, this Ganesh is fine. Yeah, I think I would have gone for that T too.
I mean, you
Or
knew
at least
Thoth was
push
in
for it.
mid lane,
Yeah.
at least, so...
I mean, you've got Fennel up too. I mean, if you got Fennel up, you just force the fight to get relics, even if you don't get the kill or the tower. Yeah, there it is. Oh, she's got no relics? That should be a free kill. You get the brutalize. Yeah, she can't do anything. Yeah,
And with
can't
no
do anything
ult,
with the
that's a free
brutalize.
kill. And this Thoth
This is a
power
perfect
farm.
Fenrir game. Yeah, this is a perfect Fenrir game.
He's played it very well so far. I mean, one of his 3 deaths.
No one can
just
stop the
to
brutalize.
FG.
The only person that can stop the brutalize is Emoji Stun. I mean, I guess, all the, Arthur Stun too, but he's got to use his ult for that.
Yeah, and the Jingwei has to use her ult to get out as well.
He's definitely abusing this Fenrir very well. He's level 17 already. Neath is level 17, and Neath power farming.
I'm surprised they didn't go. I'm surprised Goon Squad didn't go back to the Merlin. If you were gonna go
Yeah,
for
I
a
mean, it didn't
mage
play
with
very
no
well.
CC immune ult,
I think he was getting a little too, a little too cocky.
and
That's what it was.
picking Thoth that early in the draft before second ban
Yeah.
phase, you did leave yourself
And
open
then,
for a spin
and then
here.
the emoji after that. Emoji can help you, but it's really tricky. It would have just been much safer to get a cap for your Ganesh. But they did draft Ganesh early, so I would have, I don't know. Picking Thoth that early and then an emoji that late. When you do that at Wukong and Fenrir. Just needs getting a kill.
Jingwei is just split
A little
pushing
too
him
free
left. FG is coming up. This should be pretty free for Phoenix Slayers.
Maybe, I think Thoth.
Thoth ult is
Thoth
down
seems like-
though. He'd have to steal with one of his ones. Rob has ult though if he can make it in there.
Oh, missed Unbound, but he missed Robin through.
1v1.
Oh, he waited for the backflip and the ult. That's unfortunate for the Robin.
Yeah. Great patience out of no known profile.
Yeah.
Play that pretty perfectly. Jingwei does get 2 towers. Still use the ult just to
This Fenrir is just running this game right now. This Fenrir's just living in their heads.
Yeah, 11 and 3. I mean, he's just doing whatever he wants.
Yeah, they just have no. I don't think they have an answer for this Fenrir. There's nothing anybody can do. Their draft is not good at dealing with the Fenrir.
It's a great pick. The only good thing about this next fight is going to be both your carriers are level 18, so that's not too bad. But your front line is pretty far behind. I mean, we have a 4 level lead, 3.5 level lead-ish on the between the jungle.
Yeah, and they were camping. They were camping Wukong. They were invading him on cooldown almost.
They would invade, but then they would leave him susceptible right after to a gank from this Fenrir. And so like he was, the Wukong wasn't getting his blue, but the King Arthur wasn't getting any wave XP because he was dead. So it would just work out for the Wukong and Phoenix Slayers way more than a blue buff invade that gets split between 3 members.
I don't know. I don't agree with that Miller Renew one. There is that. He's not gonna get away. Okay, there it is. There's the emoji ult, keeping the red team away.
Those rotating
Should
away,
be a free tower.
Yeah, I think you just give up towers here. Fenn's going on the Jing. Ethol might.
That's a dead Jing. Yeah. This spinner is still going in.
Oh my god.
Missing the Fennel a little bit.
If I'm
that's
that Fenrir,
pretty
I'm
massive. That's shutdown gold.
I'm screaming lag right there. Couldn't be anything else.
I'm screaming speed hacks and trying to get that guy banned after this.
I mean, you do get the Fenrir kill, and your Thoth lives with both relics up, but Jingwei dies, both her relics are down, so...
It should be, at the very least, it's a gold spike for Thoth.
Yeah. I don't think they go for Phoenix here unless somebody gets caught out on Goon Squad.
Yeah, they shouldn't get Phoenix.
You just have to go with this tower.
I don't know, but this Arthur Miller renewal, I don't know. Because, I mean, Scylla has anti-heal anyway, and Neith is going into crit. Those crits are going to be completely slapping him. And this Arthur cannot dive the Neith at all, because she's just going to completely melt him. On top of the fact that Ganesh silence is going to stop him from doing things for a while, and he has to live through that silence. And with this build, he's not going to live through that silence.
Yeah, it offers a little bit of protection. HP 5 as well, but like HP 5 can only do so much in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, with the anti-heal, I mean, they have a Pestilence and a Divine. They have 2 Pestilence, actually.
This, I mean, I think on paper it looks like this Arthur's only 1 level behind. But I think because of his itemization, he's actually further behind than what it looks like. Because he's not going to live through that Ganesh silence if Neith is there.
And it looks like Wukong is going for the Spectral. He's got tier 2 picked up right now. That's going to be good for into this Jingwei, which he hasn't had to dive too much yet, just because Fenrir's been doing such a great job. But
yeah, I think this Fenrir's just be killing everybody.
Having it for the dive late game anyways.
Look at he's got look at this. He's got like 20 feet in front of his team, just trying to find something to run it.
Yeah, look at the player damage charge. He's 5k up.
Yeah, there it is. He found somebody.
And Jingwei is immediately gone. This Phoenix should be free.
Yeah, they really just don't have an answer for this Fenrir. Their draft is not good at dealing with it. Although they did just leave him, and yeah, they just left him alone. If they can do something with this.
And Thoth's just free casting here.
Oh, that would have been big if you got that kill. Yeah.
Missed the last shot. Blue team is gonna chase. They know Fenrir's backed.
This is interesting because Phoenix Slayers did get a free kill.
Good blink out of the Rob. He doesn't have the ult though. Misses the root. Red team should be able to get out. They do.
Yeah, I don't think he's got anything to catch him. He should be at,
I mean, Goon Squad able.
That's gotta be good for them. Yeah, that's gotta be good for the morale because Phoenix Slayers got a free pick on Ching. So they defended that 4v5.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just. I don't even think they used that much for the Jing. I know they used Neith ult, Dharmic Pillars to separate the whole team. I mean, Fenrir ult's still up. I don't think they used that.
That was just really good by Goon Squad. He played that very well.
Yeah, I think Fenrir just overextended kind of there. He's been able to do whatever he wants, but this late into the game, your lead isn't as much. Kind of just disrespected the damage.
Oh, that should be a free. He didn't. They overshot the crush there.
Yeah.
He still dies.
A little bit of a misplay. Good Dharmic Tiller slows down Goon Squad. Jingwei is doing some
This
good
should go to
damage
shoot.
here.
Yeah, she should have a Riptide coming up. Yeah, okay. She's got another Riptide. It should be okay. Unless they misplay, they should be fine. Yeah. I would like to point out that they don't. Goon Squad does not have any anti-heal, and it's a Wukong Soul Leader.
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, Thoth isn't horrible with Divine. And Jingwei kind of gets caught out here, has to ult out. Fenrir just doing whatever to this Thoth in the back line.
That's Thoth ages.
Huge solo, deletes Rogue. Still
There's
coming through,
the
they
curse
do get the
coming in.
stun. Gets the
There's
reset.
that curse.
OP curse. Single-handedly winning another team fight. Phoenix Slayers. Thoth's out of there.
I mean, I don't. This is. You gotta get out, Arthur. Yeah, dude, don't even try this, buddy. Buddy, come on. Thank you. Yeah, because if he dies here, they could go for another Phoenix, if not the game. So he needs to be careful here. Is it? Yeah, he just turned for him.
It's kind of awkward there. It does get King Arthur beads at least.
That's pretty massive since he's the front line and there's a Ganesh on the enemy team.
Oh, and
That's a big Thoth. Oh yeah, he just swung at him.
Great Dharmic Pillars.
There's a Tiger Stun into the Ganesh ult though. They're definitely going back in after that one. There's the Brutalize. That's a death. That's a
Thoth has to use beads.
If he gets a kill before he dies, there we go. That's good enough. That's worth.
Yeah, and on the Fenrir. I mean, that Fenrir's been huge all game, so getting a kill onto him is great.
That was pretty big.
Phoenix Slayer's not able to do FG now, but they do get the Phoenix on right side. That is the Phoenix you want to go down, though, if you're Goon Squad.
That was a massive Thoth. I think that Thoth just saved that fight. The Thoth ult was huge, and then he just traded the Fenrir. That's the Thoth overpassing the Fenrir player damage now.
Yeah, I think it was that left side Phoenix defense where Thoth was just able to. They went for the Jingwei, and Thoth was just able to free cast for the most part on that fight. And then even right here, you saw he was able to just straight up delete a Neath and find a kill.
And his stuff is keeping him in the game
Phoenix
right now.
is looking for FG. And Thoth's on left side. They don't really have the best steal potential in the Goon Squad.
Yeah, that's definitely a free FG. It's not enhanced yet, so at least there's that going for Goon Squad. He did not go for the Bumba's Hammer. He went for Bumba's Spear.
Interesting. I don't know about that.
I think I would have gone for the Bumba's Hammer. It's 82 damage on your Hydra's autos and more cooldowns, and it takes a second off all your cooldowns. On top of the healing, I mean the healing adds up, especially on a god like Fenrir who's got excellent AA cancels.
This is only really for jungle stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've never tried it. I never tried it because I always thought it's only for jungle stuff, so there's really no reason to get it.
Yeah. I don't know.
But even if it is, I think Bumba's Hammer is just better on Fenrir. He's got great AA cancels.
Yeah. Because you're usually able to sneak in an auto, especially with.
Don't doesn't have beat for 5 seconds. I don't know if they have those timers down.
Link out of the Fenrir.
There's the Fenrir jumping in.
Dharmic Pillars doesn't really find anybody. Jingwei used.
He is. Fenrir is by himself in a 1v3 right now. He's able to get out though.
Damage to minions.
There's the Scylla coming in.
And an even better crush finds two. They do
Gonna kill on Umoja.
Do get the Phoenix. Jingwei able to find the kill on the Fenrir.
Scylla's popping off this time.
Yeah, Scylla just able to do what Thoth has been able to do.
This should be game already. This should be it. Phoenix Slayer should be taking this one here soon.
A little hesitant.
Or not? They're going for the Phoenix?
A lot of respect being given to this.
We're Phoenix Slayers. No, it's because of their name. That's what it is. They gotta get the Phoenix first.
True.
It's because of the
See a
name.
Phoenix kill a Phoenix. That's the name of the team. Those no beads.
There you go. They got the Phoenix on. Now they get in.
Yep. And Silo coming out, rips through the Titan. And
That was
Phoenix
definitely a
Slayers
Thunder game.
pick up the 2-1 set win to kick off their season.
It's definitely Thunder just running that game. I just think Goon Squad lost that game in draft. Their draft had no answer for the Thunder.
Their draft game 1 was the best, definitely, out of all. I think this draft wasn't too bad. It was mainly the Thoth. That was kind of a little too gung-ho with them still having the counter
The
pick in the
Thoth was the
first
reason they made
phase.
it that far, though, to be fair.
Yeah, but it also didn't do that much in the mid game. I mean, the reason he was that ahead is because he kind of split pushed for a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he wasn't doing a whole lot mid game because I think Fenner was just running the game the whole time.
Yeah, that was a great pickup.
I really just think it's just the draft. They just had no answer for the Fenner. There's literally nothing they could do.
Yeah.
Thoth can't do anything about it. Jingwei has to ult. And Yamo is not the best peeler for peeling Fenrir, unless you're standing still for her so she can land that stun.
Yeah, and Phoenix Slayers had a really good adapting their playstyle, because I mean we harped on them game 1 for not really having a decisive what they want to do, decisive plan or anything of what they wanted to do, and then games 2 and 3 they looked way better as a team.
It looks like we are going to be pulling Hidden Profile for an interview. If you want to.
That was the Fenrir.
Is that so? Yeah, I think that's a player, right? A no-known profile.
Yeah, that was the jungler on Phoenix Slayers. I'm not sure if I have permissions to just drag somebody.
I think is he even in the chat? I don't see him in the chat.
I don't see him in the chat either. He might be in his team's chat, and we can't really.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, since we're
can't
not on
see
his team.
those. But yeah, overall, just a great win for the Phoenix Slayers there. They looked much better games 2 and 3 than they did game 1.
I think that was just honestly Fenner just running the show that game, which was interesting because Thoth was able to get a first blood in a 1v2 pretty early.
And it looks like we do have no known profile. How do you feel? Oh, he left.
I guess he got pretty shy that early.
A man of many words.
I think he accidentally left and he can't join because he's not a. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. Yeah, he's in the chat again if you want to pull him down. Over and coaching.
I don't have the permission to. I'm trying.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't have permission to pull him either.
I need an adult.
I'm in coaching.
Oh shit.
There we go.
It's very loud.
So how do you feel about that game? You kind of popped off in that final game there.
It was a little nerve-wracking. It's my first set ever, and the first game didn't do so hot, so I kind of just calmed myself down and had to make sure that I played how I wanted to.
Yeah, because I need you to walk me through something because we didn't catch it on stream, but there was a 1v2 in mid with Thoth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming there was a brutalize and then a dash under tower.
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about when I died to tower the first blood?
Yeah, we were like, what just happened?
That was a risk it for the biscuit, yeah. And I was definitely hot after that happened. I was a pixel inside that tower, but you know what? It worked out, so I'm proud of what I did.
Yeah, I
No
mean,
Yeah,
regrets.
you really just ran that game. It really looked like they didn't have an answer for the Fenrir.
Yeah. I started picking up Fenrir not too long ago. I felt like my team wanted me to pick it up, so I just tried learning him.
yeah, and I mean a great collie as well. Game 2, you were able to just pretty much just run at them, pop ult. I mean, they didn't have a great counter to you either, so
Yeah, I figured he was too scared to play the Thoth the second game, so I kind of predicted the collie pick and tried to run her down because she had too many good transformations. Figured if I got her behind, we'd be able to keep running them over.
Yeah, because I think at one point you ganked solo, you got a kill, you went mid, you got another kill, and then you went left and you got another kill. You literally just ran down the map and got 3 kills.
Yeah, I was looking to get some kills after kind of underperforming the first game, in my opinion. I definitely knew that kind of had to put the team on my back as much as I could this game, and it looks like everybody did well on my team.
yeah. And I got a question. Was there like a discussion after game 1? You guys um did end up losing that one, but I think you played Rat game 1, right? And you kind of built tankier, and then kind of played more facilitated, and then you immediately game 2 you switched to a hyper carry and Kali, um, and played that very well. And even the Fenrir able to get early aggression and just run through them basically all mid game. I mean, was that a discussion of like, hey, give me a shot to just have more presence around the map?
Yeah, for sure. We ended up playing the Ymir, and the Ymir isn't necessarily a comfortable pick of his. We just figured we have a game to lose, so why don't we just try it? And I figured I was gonna have to be a little bit more tanky if it didn't work out, and it didn't, unfortunately. So whenever these next 2 games came around, I just had people play comfort picks and tried hyper carrying.
Yeah, this man just said we got a game to lose. Don't worry, if we lose this one, I'll 2-0 us after this. So pick what you want.
Yeah, no worries, right?
Yeah, we kind of picked up.
Because you got to walk me through this Bumba Spear pickup. I really thought that was going to be a Bumba's Hammer.
I picked up the Boomba's Hammer and then switched it to Spear because I wanted as much power as I could. I was trying to one-shot everybody immediately because we win the 4v5s no matter what. Um, yeah, that 60 power and then the power buff you get from killing a minion is kind of huge. So I just figured, hey, if I get 60 more power, I might be able to one-shot the Jingwei. And I think I did in right lane. I think I died. I don't think I died, but Neith picked up Jingwei twice with ults. So I think it worked out
That
well.
Jing definitely couldn't figure out how to deal with the Fenrir.
Yeah, it's a pick that I'm really starting to like a lot.
Yeah, and we kind of noticed game 1 that Ymir kind of didn't look very comfortable, just positioning wise in general. I mean, he had some good walls every now and then, but positioning he didn't seem that comfortable. But definitely on the Ganesh, he looked way better. Had some great Dharmic pillars and some dashes.
Oh yeah, he did.
To set up for the.
There was some
Scylla.
huge Dharma pillars.
Yeah, the conversation with the Ymir was basically he hadn't played it since season 4, season 3, and he knew it was like a top pick at the moment, and he just wanted to try it out.
Yeah.
And it kind of went the way we didn't want it to go, but you know you could only learn from those games.
I mean, that's what scrims are for. Because Ymir's definitely a good guy to have in the pocket.
For sure.
I'm already.
But no, you played that very well. You ran both. You ran the last 2 games.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely try to center the team around me when we can, but giving my team these comfort picks definitely worked out. Scylla popped off both games, and I think the rest of my team did really well after that first game. We just had to make sure that the nerves didn't get to us.
Yep. I think that's all I have for you. You have anything else, Pulsar?
No, I mean, really, your whole team really played very well after that first game, obviously. But your entire team played very well. I mean, Hydra was getting Chiron banned, and Scylla just popping off the last 2 games. Well, the only thing I might have is because that first game, you were kind of engaging, maybe like 6 or 7 seconds before your team got there. So was that just miscommunication that you guys kind of rallied around and you kind of figured it out?
That was definitely like 50-50. I'd say probably 60-40 towards me not communicating soon enough or early enough.
Yeah, because
I
I've
saw
noticed
stuff.
you'd engage with your team being like 5 seconds behind you.
Yeah, I saw stuff that I thought was advantageous for us, and then ended up not working out because I didn't speak enough to my team. And there's a few times where the team wanted to do something, and I just wasn't there fast enough.
Well, man, you guys definitely cleaned it up because game 2 and 3 was kind of a, you know, it was kind of a jungle thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Although, I mean, they did kind of troll us with that solo game, too.
It was a jungle diff and a horrific diff.
That's what it was.
Yeah, the horrific was
The
pretty
man
nice.
said, after that Ymir game, I got to bring out the big guns. This went horrific every game.
For sure, bro. W keys. That's all it takes.
All right, well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Great win out of you guys. Kick off your season. Get the 2-1 victory against Goon Squad. Any shout outs before we take off?
Shout out my mom.
Shout out to this mom, too, from me.
Mama profile.
Of course.
All right, well, take care, man. And we are going to, I think, wrap up the stream here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I think we have another game tomorrow night at 9. If you want to come back.
Tomorrow at 8.
Tomorrow at 8? Okay. So, yeah, tune back in. Drop a follow for the stream. Then I think it'll be different casters. I'm not sure if you'll be casting or...
I think I should be here for it. I think I'm slotted for that time slot.
Okay. So Pulsar will be back tomorrow. Yeah, take care.